Hey guys, so I want to do a really simple sort of like vacation, quick, easy makeup look that has like a little bit of pop of color to it. So I'm going to be using this palette. It's the theBalm Voyage, and theBalm Voyage Volume 2 actually. And it's amazing because you get this little mirror, and you get all these colors, blushes, and then you get this lip and cheek color. So I'm just going to be working with this palette, and then I'm going to add a little pop of purple. And I'm actually going to talk through this too, because I know some of you say that you kind of want like more talking tutorials. So okay, I guess I'll give that to you. Okay, so I already moisturized my skin. I added my primer, and I have my foundation on. So for foundation, well actually I'll show you for primer. So for primer I use the Becca Bronzing Skin Perfector just to give me a little bit of a luminosity. And then I use the Nars All Day Luminous Foundation. This is in M4 Barcelona. So that's what I have going on my face right now. So I'm going to just jump into it and start with the eyes. So for every day I like to just use sort of these neutral colors because, you know, they're easy to blend, they're wearable, and they pretty much work with anything. So I'm going to use Tervetuloa. I'm assuming it's a place. Don't know where exactly, but yeah. So I'm going to be using Tervetuloa, and that's going to be all over the lid. So I'm just going to take like a flat brush like this. This is from Bare Minerals. It's a tapered shadow and crease. It came in a little limited edition kit, so just get like a flat shader brush. Doesn't really matter from where. So basically I'm just going to pat that color on. So if you guys have oily eyelids and you find that you need to prime, I already have a little bit of like foundation on my lids, so I find that that's good enough. My lids aren't super oily enough to where eyeshadow will crease, but if it is, just use an eyelid primer. I like the one from Smashbox. It's the photo finish. You can use the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, or you can use Urban Decay Primer Potion, or literally anything that works for you, but those are the ones that I like. So I just keep applying that to my lid. I go up to the crease, and I don't try to deposit, I try not to deposit too much color here in this inner corner because I like to keep that bright. And I just keep packing until it's super pigmented. And I'm going to take the fluffy end of this brush and just start blending. So you can see literally how easy that is. Now if you do have a deeper skin tone, you can, to get the same effect, you can use something like Will Coleman, that one here, because it'll give you more of like a shimmery sort of thing. Or if you want more of a deeper color, you can use this one, Val Coleman. I have no idea where these places are. Yeah, you can use this one here. That one's pretty. It'll still give you that depth that we're going for. So you can see sort of how easy that is. Then what we're going to do is take a brown liner. So this one's from theBalm. It's called Bleu. Just the brown liner. And I'm going to use that on my outer corner, just like the outer edge here, just to give me a little bit of depth. And I want to elongate my eye, so I'm stopping midway. And then I'll slightly drag that out. And then I'm going to take the same brush that I applied the medium brown shade. And I'm going to take a little bit of this black one here. So this one is called Filte. This one here. Just taking the flat edge of this brush and then just sort of dipping it like that. Tap off the excess. And then right in the outer corner, like that outer elongatedness, we're just going to smoke that out slightly, just so we don't have a harsh line. And then you can wing that up just as much as you sort of like. Don't like it too dramatic, especially if I'm just out for every day. But for nighttime, you could definitely sort of pump it up to. And if you have hooded lids, it's perfect too, because you want most of the color to be at your lash line, because hooded lids sort of droop over. So just going to keep smudging that in. Now I wanted to add a little bit of a pop of color, so I have the Urban Decay eyeliner. This is in Ransom, so it's like a really bright purple, but if you don't want to get sort of another item, you can use this one here. This one's Welcome in the palette. It's a blue, but it'll still give you that pretty pop. It really doesn't matter, but I really like the purple. That's the shade that I had in my haul video, so just gonna apply that to the lower lash line. Just gonna take that same brush and then just smudge that out. I'll actually take a little bit of Turvetulua, that same mid-tone brown, and I'll use that just to blend that out. So it sort of joins up like that. So you should have something like this, more or less. And this is also great too if you're sort of scared of color, because you can play with color on your bottom lash line. And then with this blending brush from Smashbox, I'm just going to take Welcome. It's this one right here. And it's just like a matte cream shade. And I'm just going to apply that to my brow bone. That's just going to give me a little bit of lift. So now that I'm done the eyes, I'm just going to use my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is in Custard, medium 1. And I'm kind of generous with this. So I just use it right underneath here. And then just swoop it up. Go down the bridge of my nose. Cupid's bow. Do my chin. And just here. And I love this concealer because it doesn't crease on me, it's not heavy, it's not cakey. And I'm just using a beauty blender sponge. So this is not damp, but I kind of prefer it dry. Which is, you know, whatever, it's preference. But if you like yours damp, you can dampen it. I just feel like it doesn't really make a big difference to me if it's damp or not. It's going to help highlight and cover my dark circles at the same time. And then once we've done our under eye concealer, I'm just going to use a little bit of my Laura Mercier Invisible Loose Setting Powder. And it just looks like this. It is like the finest milled powder like I've ever tried in my life. It's amazing. So it doesn't cake up or anything like that. And I'm just taking a e.l.f. and then I think this is a blush brush from e.l.f. and I use that just, oh, sorry, I use that underneath my eye just to set all of those areas that I put my concealer, so that way it doesn't move or crease during the day. Once everything is set, I'm gonna start to use the bronzer. So that one is called Croso, this bronzer here. So it has no shimmer to it, completely matte. And that's why I love it. And it's one of those in-between shades where it's not too orange, but it's not too sort of gray. So I'm just taking this fluffy Morphe Jumbo fan brush. And I'm applying that sort of just to the tops of my cheekbones, not so much for contour but more for like color. And then for cheeks, I'm gonna actually use this one here. So that one is called Vitate. I don't want to say Vitage because I feel like the J is silent. Look at this. So we're going to say Vitate. Anywho. So I'm going to take a little bit on with my finger, clean finger. And I'm going to pat that just on the apples of my cheeks. And then I'm going to take a Real Technique stippling brush. And I'm going to use that just to blend that out. And a little bit goes a long way. Like, the color payoff on this is crazy. And then none of my face looks can really be complete without a little bit of luminizer. So I'm going to take they did this on purpose. Seriously. Look at this. Let me know if you know anyone that lives here. Seriously. I mean, the highlighter is beautiful, but like, seriously. So, yeah. Kuwakaribisha. That place. We're gonna put that on tops of our cheekbones. And this is just another e.l.f. blush brush. And then with our ring finger, we can just apply that tips of our nose. I like the bridge of my nose. And you can use a you can use a brush, but I like to use my pinky finger just for right in here in that inner highlight area. Using your finger really gives you the most sort of color payoff. And right on the lower lash line too. So we're taking that down there also. Then we're going to do a little bit of mascara, of course, and this is the Bobbi Brown Smoky Lash Mascara. It's a little mini because I ran out of my big full-size one. And I know a lot of you guys asked me about my lashes. They're not falsies. I have lash extensions that I've been getting for about, it's my second session, so I would say about 3 months now. Or 2 months maybe. And I love them. I'm like addicted because literally for days when I'm not sort of wearing makeup or anything, I don't even put mascara on because they're so long and dark. Because my natural lashes are quite blonde because, you know, my hair is naturally sort of blonde. I mean, like my baby hairs, you can see, are like blonde. So naturally my lashes are very light, so I just like to darken them a little bit. Anything sort of helps because I feel like my natural lashes, I do have a bit of length. They're not super thick. I do have some length, but they're still very light, so I have to, you know, always constantly put mascara on for absolutely no reason. Just so that my eyes don't look like they're part of my face. Just so my eyes don't literally blend into my face. Okay, so for lips. You guys were like hella excited about this lip and cheek color. That's all it was, basically, was that lip and cheek color. And I'm just gonna use my finger for this. Because if I was out someplace, I would be using my finger. So, I'm gonna use my finger. And it's the most gorgeous peachy color. And it automatically makes you look like spring. Or summer. And I'm going to make this an easy lip, so I'm not going to apply any liner. And I'm just going to apply actually a little bit of gloss. Because that's how I feel today. That's how I feel. And I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown Gold Pink Gloss. Just in the center. Gonna give you a little bit of dimension. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope it's super easy to follow along. You can definitely tweak it and make it your own. You can use all of your own products. It's just the color that matters, honestly. So yeah, leave all your comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, guys. Bye!